Just like many of you, my whole entire life I've been living
against the odds. More than ever in my life, I am focused, serving hope to the hopeless, who are living against the odds. I'm from the mud, the dirt of society, and that created this driving me to help the whole world that's living against the odds. I know some of you are struggling and probably pissed at God. I was too, but I realized nothing happened to me, it happened for me. Here to tell the story of everyone that's living against the odds. My parents did the best they could, but I felt like I wasn't loved in my childhood. Made bad decisions which paved the way, but I had to go through it to grow through it so I can serve the world today. Suffered anxiety and drug abuse, mentally not right, a couple screws were loose and still are, but I learned how to handle it. Realized I'll never get rid of it, so I had to channel it for good. I'll always be an addict, but now I am addicted to all this hope I give to you. Yo, I'm living proof that if you change your mind, you can change your life. Rest in peace to the old me, cause he had to die. I am redeemed, sober, recovered, clean. I ain't give it up, just had to switch it up the way I fiend. Now I fiend for the opposite on a positive level. Two middle fingers up, looking at the devil. What's up? Against the odds. More than ever in my life, I am focused, serving hope to the hopeless, who are living against the odds. I'm from the mud, the dirt of society, and that created this driving me to help the whole world that's living against the odds. I know some of you are struggling and probably pissed at God. I was too, but I realized nothing happened to me, it happened for me. Here to tell the story of everyone that's living against the odds.
What up, what up, what up? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's having a great morning. It is Monday morning, Motivational Monday. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How we doing this morning? What's up, Davin, my brother? What's up, Brian? Amanda, good morning, good morning. Bill, good morning. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. What a blessing it is to be able to come on to this live every morning and share our experiences and insights for the day, right? What a beautiful opportunity that we have with technology to wake up on different sides of the country, on different sides of the world, to unite and talk about recovery and talk about life change and talk about our past mistakes and how we can move forward today and change our lives for the better. And also when we do that and we do it loud, right? Like we're doing it loud. People see us and they want to join they want to join it, right? Because we're doing something different. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I love you guys, man. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of our Good Morning Reflections in the Morning. I don't know what else to call this. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Right? What a blessing. I'm going to share this live out. You guys do me a favor. You share this live out too. I want to dump this live out to a few places. If you don't mind, please do me a favor. Share this live on your feed. Share this live in some recovery groups. Share this live wherever you want to share this live. We want to get this message of hope out to people that need it, because there's people out there that are struggling. They reach out to me daily. I wouldn't put these posts up. I wouldn't do what I am doing if it wasn't necessary, if I wasn't getting encouragement, if I wasn't getting support. People saying this works, right? Good morning, Justin. What up, brother? That's my guy right there. We went live with him last Saturday night. He is the founder of The Hope Shot. What a great page, great organization, doing great things. We support one another here that are out there spreading hope and speaking the truth to people, because this is important. This is important. The digital world is important. It's just as important as out there in the real world, because more people, I do this all the time. Everywhere I go, this is what they're doing. They're on their phones. They are. I'm going to be on my phone right now. I'm going to show you how it works. This is what they're doing. That I'll do it to people. I'm guilty of it too. We talk to people while we're on our phones. Why wouldn't we put some stuff out in the airways that are on people's phones that generate hope, that share love, that share the love of God that God has for this world, that he would save a piece of shit like me, that he would save someone like me that has polluted our communities, that has ended up in prison more than once, that has more than 10 felonies on his record. God said, you know what? I'm going to call him. God said, you know what? I'm going to call her. Good morning, Alicia. I'm going to call her. Good morning, Lisa. I'm going to call him. Good morning, Steve. I'm going to call him. Good morning, Chris. I'm going to call him. Good morning, Bill. God has called us out of the darkness we were in. There's only one thing that we can do, is celebrate the light that we're living in today. Man, what a blessing it is. What a blessing it is to start mornings off like this with all of you. What a joy. Really, it is. It is a complete joy to be able to spend my mornings with each and every one of you. We start out our day in a positive note. We get to communicate with people that are like-minded. Even if all of us don't have the same sobriety date, we don't need it. We all share the same problems. Therefore, we all have the same scars. Society counted us out. They told us we wouldn't amount to nothing. God saved our lives. Now we're here standing on his truths. Now we're here standing on the truths that we know are rock solid, and we're sharing it with people, and we're helping people, and we're connecting with people. And man, I tell you, it's fun. My life today is way better than it was back then. Your life will get there too. It takes time, people. That's something, that's another topic that I'm going to talk about. Time, right? I'm going to talk about another topic another day. It's going to be called time, how things don't happen overnight. We will do that maybe tomorrow. Who knows? But today we're talking about how we're united together. How each one of us has different walks and different details in our stories. But we are united by that common denominator. We are. That we are broken, hopeless, and we need a savior. That's right. For real. We are broken, hopeless, and we need a savior. You don't have to believe in God. You don't have to. You don't have to believe in God. But I'm telling you right now, God's real. I be talking about God a lot. And if this offends you, my apologies. But I'm going to speak the truth because God saved my life. And I know that I would not be here today speaking to you if God's hand was not involved. So I give all glory to God. Of course, I have to be obedient to God. We have to. We have to be obedient to God when we get faced with turning points. We have decisions to make. We either going to follow God's path or we're going to go the opposite, right? When we follow God's path, we stay in his graces. I'm telling you guys, God did not save Daniel because Daniel put himself in the lion's den. Let me say that again. God did not save Daniel because Daniel put himself in the lion's den. When we start to refuse God's will and God's direction in our life, we don't hear that voice anymore. God starts to separate from us. And it becomes harder and harder to get back into recovery or get back into his will for our lives. Good morning, Shane. What up, brother? Good to see you're back at it again. That's my guy right there, Shane, just recovering from COVID. Good morning, Joy. Good morning, Joy. God did save our lives. I gave myself to Jesus over 10 years ago when I was in prison. He has been sculpting me into the person I am today. Praise God for that. You are a miracle. Each day, I love the way you said that, sister, because each day we fall short. We do. Each day we fall short. But what we know is that we're being molded into the people that God has intended us to be, as long as we don't give up on ourselves. It's okay to stumble and trip up and fall and land, even flat on our face. What's important is we got to get up. That's why my hand's out. Y'all see my post. I'm putting my hand out. That's why all of our hands out. It's not just me. We have a whole group of people that feel the same way that I feel. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Let me hit the Facebook up real quick. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I don't know if anybody shared this into some groups, but I'm going to go ahead and drop this into a couple groups right now. I appreciate you guys for being on here, commenting, sharing. I don't want to... I do need to dump this in a few groups. I know we're on restrictions on how many groups that we can put our post in, just because Facebook's changing some rules and things like that. I just want to make sure we're going into the Minnesota Hope Dealers for sure. Against the odds, we want to go into Sober Gangster. We want to go into I want to go into as many groups as possible, but I don't want to get restricted, right? Because I want to share, but I want to follow the rules, because sharing is important and reach is important on this page. So I do need to get, and then we're going to go right into the Recovery Cafe Frogtown. Shout out to them. And I'm going to drop this in there. If you guys haven't, do me a favor, share this live on your page. I am going to share this live on my page. As we speak. So, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Good morning, Dawn. Sorry if I missed you guys. I'm going to put back on the live just so I can get back and see what you guys are saying on here, because sometimes StreamYard doesn't give me all the comments. So if you're not, I think if you comment and you don't like the page or follow the page, it won't show your face or show your comment. What's up, Curtis? That's my boy right there, man. Proud of you. Proud of you, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? There we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Is it Marka? I'm trying to say your name. Hold on, let me pronounce this name. Good morning, sister. I am glad to see you here. God bless you. I don't want to slaughter your name, but I do see you, and I want to say good morning to you. I definitely am bad with pronouncing names, if you haven't seen on the lives, and I just don't like slaughtering people's names, nor do I like to look dumb. So that's why I didn't say it. But hey, it is what it is. You've lost all your faith. Why, sister? Why? Why? Tell me why. Good morning, Curtis. Good morning, James. What's up, brother? Thanks, Joy. I appreciate it. That's right. That's right. What's up, Micah? Is it Micah? Man, like I said, I'm bad with names. Struggled with this name, and then I figured it was just Alicia. And I said it, and she didn't correct me. So we're just talking today about some unity that keeps us together, right? the unity that we stand together on. Man, I'm telling you, where each and every one of us came from, nobody better mess with us. Nobody better mess with us. We are God's people. Whether your faith is low, you're losing your faith, just understand our faith isn't always up here all the time. We go through mountains. Sometimes we feel that God isn't around us. Sometimes we have emotions, and sometimes we got to revert. And there's things that we have to do to get back. Sometimes things aren't as easy, and we're not always on mountaintops and rainbows. Sometimes we're sitting in the bottom. Sometimes we're sitting in the darkness. And when we're sitting in the darkness and in the bottom and in the pits, we want to be able to see some light. People that are struggling don't know that there's a way out. They don't. They don't. They don't know that there's a way out. Not every one of them. Nope. Some of them that do know there's a way out, we got to continue to love them too. We do. It's hard to watch each and every one of you struggle. It really is. I'm wondering what's going on with this lighting right now. It is hard to watch people struggle. It is, especially from over here where I can't really do much for you but encourage you, motivate you, try to get you to get up and do it yourself, or to reach out to someone close to you that can help you, get you into these situations like treatment centers, detox centers, even a homeless shelter to get you off the streets. There are places and there are people that want to help people like us, for real. And we're putting that stuff out here. We are putting that stuff out on social media. This page is starting to connect with treatment centers. My apologies for the lighting. My camera is messing up for some reason, it seems like. That's all right. I might have to get a new one. That's okay. Because she's dancing right now. I'm just seeing a bunch of different colors. I'm just wondering if you guys are seeing a bunch of different colors, but it's all good if you are. The message is still here, and I hope that we're not glitching out, right? That's right. Good morning, everybody. I appreciate everybody showing up. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just checking the Facebook to see if I miss anyone. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. We are here talking about how united we are and how we can't do this alone, right? Each one of us has a story of overcoming. We all persevere. Each one of us has a story. We are all like survivors on a raft. We got to work together to get to the shore. We got to work together to get to recovery. We got to work together to get to safety. We can't do this alone. Why do you think my hand is out? Why do you think I ask you all to help me? I can't do this alone, and neither can the still suffering. We need people to rise up and to start to share their experiences, their strengths, and most importantly, their hope. We're all here because we beat them odds. We're all here because God called us out of the darkness. And now that we're out of the darkness, we definitely got to stand in the light. And we can stand in the light down on the bottom step, or we can go all the way to the top and we can stand and we can shine our light at the top. That's where I want to be. I want to be at the top, shining my light so anyone can see it. And I want to have people with me connected where we're pulling people out of the darkness that they think has consumed them. God has more power to change lives than any one of us. So when we share his love for us through our testimony, people's lives change. People's lives change when that happens. That's why we do what we do. We unite under that nastiness that we left behind. Those weaknesses that we have, God has now turned into strengths for us to help people come out of the darkness, to find recovery, to find life, to find peace, to find happiness. If you're at the bottom, listen to my guy, Bill. There is hope. There is hope for each and every one of us. Hope to the hopeless. I want to let everybody know something. There ain't one person in this world without hope. That hopelessness we felt, that hopelessness is an illusion. It's an odd that we have stacked up in our minds to keep us stuck. When I talk about the odds that were stacked against us, those were all perceptions. We thought they were stacked against us until we found our God, our Savior. And we realized, even if that odd is as big as a mountain, we can stand against it with the power of God. We can stand against anything. We have overcome some of the most darkest moments of our lives. Many people don't make it out of this. We know. I will be sharing a post later today of a good friend of mine. He popped up on my memories. It'll go this week. I don't know if it'll be today. But this brother was in Stillwater with me, in treatment with me. I mentored him in there. He was a guy that I wouldn't hang out with in population, probably. I'm going to be real with you. He had mild cerebral palsy. He was very outgoing and always smiling. He was a young man. His name was David Lund. He was a good friend of mine. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. I went through Atlantis treatment with him in the same group as me. He came to Lifer Builders with me. He even worked at the Salvation Army ARC with me. That brother's no longer with us. And he hasn't been with us for quite some time. Rest in peace to my guy, David Lund, who's finally at peace, but a life lost way too soon, y'all. Way too soon. I'll share the post later. As you can see, I give a fuck. I do. That was my dude. For real. He didn't want to work the steps. He didn't go out. He wasn't honest with himself, people. When this happens, it's dangerous. I tell you guys all the time, it's life or death, because I know. And if you've been doing this for a little bit like I have, David Lund is just one of the many stories that we can tell. Am I wrong? No. I ain't wrong. That was my guy. I brought him to detox. I brought him to treatment. I couldn't save his life, though. Nope. I'm responsible for the effort. God's responsible for the outcome. And in those outcomes, they're not always the way we want them to be. And sometimes we got to learn from the hard shit, from people dying, from people overdosing. Instead of being all pissed off that I couldn't help someone change and give up on this, I decided to learn from that. This was years ago. I decided to learn from that. And to tell people about that brother's life, because I know that brother and he wanted recovery. He wanted peace. So his life don't go in vain. I will share his story. And his family is close with me. And they know that I love that brother and I love them. And if his life can stop someone else from using, that's important. That's what he would want. This kid wasn't even 30 years old and he already been in almost 30 treatments. 30 treatments. He was in Stillwater with me. Vehicular manslaughter. Driving under the influence. He took someone's life on accident. God blessed him and let him out of prison. What happens when we keep messing up God's plan for our life? David continued to relapse. David had already been to prison, treatments, and institutions. He continued to pick up, and he's no longer with us. That was my guy. I mean, I could bawl right now. I ain't even playing. Y'all, I mean, I'm not playing. There's shit out there that kills people. Yeah. And when I used to use dope, way back then, there wasn't none of that fentanyl out there. There wasn't, I never heard of that. Man, I was trying to do the 10-year challenge, y'all. I'm trying to do the 10-year challenge, and I'm trying to find a mugshot. Or I was going to use my homegirl's, Kenda's burning garbage can as my 10-year before, right? And I've been doing this longer than 10 years, so that'd be bullshitting with you guys. So I didn't really do it because I've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it for a little bit. If I go back 10 years, I was in recovery, going on 2 years of recovery back then. I was living a life. I was working at the Salvation Army ARC. I was putting one foot in front of the other. I was going to school to be an addiction counselor. You know, just is what it is, man. And what it is a miracle that today, when I do my 10-year challenge, it ain't a fucking mugshot. Huh? We should celebrate that. For real. When I do my 10-year challenge today, it ain't a mugshot. I ain't strung out in it. I'm smiling in a picture with what was my girlfriend at the time, which is my wife today, and her daughter. And then now me and my wife are married. My stepdaughter Isley is 12 years old. Now we have 2 little ones, Leo, who is 6, and Adeline, who is 5. These are miracles. They are. I'm emotional this morning, y'all. For real. My guy David never met my kids. They'd have loved him. That's for sure. Dude could have been a kindergarten teacher. He was that goofy. You know what I'm saying? He was that happy. He could have been a kindergarten teacher. For real. For real, for real, for real, y'all. It ain't no joke. I'm sitting here thinking about some stuff. I appreciate you guys being on here with me. I don't even care. Share it out, share it out, share it out. Share it out. Real courage right here, y'all. This real courage. This is for the men in this bitch. This is how you keep it gangster. You share your feelings. You open up. You learn from your emotions. You understand that you're here for a reason. Be bold. Be courageous. If you got to shed a tear, shed a tear. But always speak the truth. Because ain't nobody's life ever got changed by someone telling them the shit they didn't need to hear. What changed my life was the down and dirty truth that I was a piece of shit. And that every decision that I had made up until that point had defined my character as a piece of shit. The way I treated people, the way I acted in this world, I was lost. I decided I wanted to make a change. I decided that quite a few times. I had to make some mistakes on my way to make that change. But when I decided I wanted that change and I'd finally surrendered and had that gift that I talk about, that gift of desperation, that's when I finally realized that, hey, if I want a different life, I got to make some different choices. And by simple as that sounds, for me, it was the hardest thing in the world to do because I was so used to making those choices. We got to be committed to this. We do. We got to be committed to this. We do. Yes, we do. My guy David wants me to be committed to this. Your friends that have lost their lives. My guy David's just one of them. They want us to be committed to this. Don't let the people we've lost in this war die in vain. Learn from other people's mistakes. Why the hell you think I'm up here sharing about it? So you don't have to go through it. But I'm telling you, when you go through it, you grow through it. That's for sure. I'm telling you, when you go through it, You're going to grow through it if you choose to. But you got to go through it. You can't puss out, man. You can't hit that F it button anymore. You got to go through it without covering your emotions with chemicals. You got to go through it to grow through it. It is Monday morning. Man. I'm telling you, I must be comfortable with you guys because I be getting teared up a lot. So I got to be comfortable with you. What's up? Good morning to Robin and good morning to Lloyd. What's up, Lloyd? How you doing this morning out in Canada? What's the temperature up there? Yeah. Throw them hearts out. Let's get the hearts going. Let's get the love showing on this live. Let's get some engagement in the comments. Where you at, Lloyd? What's the temperature up there? Man, I know it's cold down here. Good morning. Good morning, Joy. Good morning, Deb. What's up? Let me show you. I do. Do I use them? Not really, because I don't let it ball. Man, it's tough for me. Oh. Yeah, I got some tissues. I got a box. Man, what a good live this morning, huh? It's funny how things happen like that. I got some stuff written down, and then we go off track, and I start talking about a brother that meant a lot to me. He looked up to me. He did. I know he did. He looked up to me for negative things, too, in there. That's the stuff I'm talking about. People have looked up to some of us, people have been looking up to for a long time. We've been leading people down the wrong path. It's time we start to lead them in the right direction. Stop doing what everybody else does. Stop chasing the bag. Stop chasing the money. Let's start chasing people. Let's start trying to help God bring his people back to life. Because there's a whole flock of them walking around dead as you know. It's time. It's time, y'all. It's time. I'm looking for people to join me. I am. We have a group. This group is a recovery group. It is attached to this page. It's a private group. If you don't like to share your recovery publicly, that's okay. We have a private group for you and all your friends that are in recovery. Do me a favor. If you guys are in recovery, go to this group. Start inviting your friends in recovery. Start inviting people that maybe should be in recovery or were in recovery and aren't. Maybe they'll accept the invite and they'll start to see the hope that we generate in this group. I generate hope on this page. But this group, there's over 20,000 members. Not all of them are engaged, but we have a good group of individuals in that group engaging, producing content that is uplifting, motivational, inspiring, testimonies, celebrating recovery, prayer request, people that are struggling, reach out, and people comment and send them messages. Hey, if you've ever said you were struggling in that group and I seen it, I always try to send you a message. Or if someone sent you to me, I always try to send you a message and reach out and offer my hand. I cannot do for you what you should do for yourself. And I won't. That's what's cool about me, y'all. I won't. I won't. I'm available when people are ready. I'm here for support. And if you need a ride to treatment and you're in Minnesota, we'll get you there. We will get you there. I have Dave Johnson's number, and Dave knows the beds that are available, and he has ministers ready to pick people up to go to treatment. Personally, if I can, I will personally bring you. My schedule doesn't always allow that. But I promise you, I want to be there when you make that decision, and I want to encourage you to make the decision and follow it with action. There are too many times that we make decisions to go to treatment. And then we get a little bit, because there's no beds open, so we get a little bit of time to think about it. We might even get scheduled for a bed and go on the run, go get high. I know I've done it many times. Many times. We have a void in the Minnesota system for getting people into treatment because they wait on beds and there's nowhere for them to wait safely. Some people die waiting on a bed. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. Rise Up Recovery in Hastings, Minnesota, y'all. They're starting a short-term program, I believe. That is their mission, is to start a short-term housing for people that wait on a bed to get in treatment. When someone's ready to change their lives, we got to get them in right away. It's important. It is. Because that gift of desperation might be there in full. Give them a few hours, and that desperation starts going down and down and down. And they start to talk to themselves. And I know me. I can do it. I can figure it out. I just won't drink. Oh, I just won't do this. I won't beat people up anymore. I won't rob anybody. I won't steal. I won't take cars. I won't drink. I had it all figured out. It wasn't until I was 27 years old, sitting in prison for my third time, in the hole, blacked out from being drunk, that I said, all right, I ain't got it figured out. And it took that. It took my third time in there. That was not my first time in segregation either, by the way. That was my life. For real, man. For real. So if you can take anything from my story, is that you don't have to go through all that. You don't. That's right, Deb. We don't give up. We're here. We are here and we don't give up. Do we? That's right. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Yes, prayer is amazing. It sure is. Let me get this going, huh? Holly said there's a void in Wisconsin also for finding a bed. It is sad when people are ready for help. They need to go to a place immediately. Yep. You know how it is. We need to connect, Holly, me and you. We need to connect on a message. That way, if there's people that can come over to Minnesota, we can get them in beds that are close. Because we know that the Minnesota-Wisconsin relationship is fairly close. Sometimes we can make some things happen. Sometimes things will work out. So I want to make sure I connect with you. I'll try to send you a message when I'm done. If not, please send me a message. Please send me a message, Holly. I'm not kidding. This is definitely something that we can collaborate on, and we can help each other to find beds. Because guess what? Where there's a will, there's a way. And us people that have recovered, I'm telling you, man, us people that have recovered, that have been through it, that have these super good manipulation skills for manipulating other people to get what we want. I'm telling you, you can use that stuff in a positive way. You don't need to manipulate someone in a negative way. We can collaborate and plan. We'll call it planning instead of manipulating, right? We can collaborate and plan on how we can get people into treatment faster. Maybe there's beds available that we don't know about from other people, right? That's what's important. I do know the Salvation Army ARC in Minneapolis is a great men's program and takes people pretty much in right away. I've had the director of their program or the envoy of the Salvation Army ARC of Minneapolis. He's a friend of mine. His name is Tom Canfield. He has actually came on this live, and we got some connections down there too. So I'm glad you said that, Holly. We might be able to help certain situations. You just never know. Thank you for saying that. Collaboration, baby. That's right. We collaborating over here. We collaborating with the Recovery Cafe in Frogtown. We're collaborating with Life Rebuilders in Minneapolis. We are collaborating with Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge. Their programs all around the state. We're also collaborating with Rise Up Recovery in Hastings. And, you know, we're going to collaborate with lots more ministries. I'm going to collaborate with the Minnesota Hope Dealers, my boy JP. We're definitely going to do some collaborating, man. We're going to have some fun. Minnesota is a great state for recovery. It is. Of course, there's some voids. Ain't nothing perfect, but we can figure it out. We can help people. We can help people. Sometimes we got to rise up. And when there's a void, we got to make that void. We can't rely on the state to do that for us. We're the people. We can do that. We have those rights. And guess what? A lot of us didn't know those rights. A lot of us didn't even know we could do these type of things or accomplish these things. I'm here to tell you, man, we got Tiffany Newharth coming on this Saturday on our Saturday Night Live programming. She's going to be telling her story. Tiffany just celebrated 5 years of recovery. Tiffany is starting a ministry and filling a void. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. You can do the same thing. You can. That's what I'm talking about. People that are standing up bold and putting it on the line for other people. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're standing up tall, bold, and courageous with God on our side. And we're doing what we never dreamed we could do. For real. Never in a million years did I dream I could do something like this. Never in a million years. Collaborate with people. Meet up with someone that started a ministry in a town where I destroyed, in a town where I influenced, where people are still struggling, where I've influenced negativity. A town where I committed crime and was arrested multiple times. I got to go down there the other day and sit and hang out with Tiffany, learn more about her, and I got to encourage her and give her a little bit of social media coaching tips, right? We all have talents. We have to figure out how to serve the kingdom of God with those talents. I have been fortunate and blessed enough that in 2020, I started this page and I started to get out of my comfort zone. And you all started to support this page and to come alongside of this page and to help this page grow. This is amazing. This is God's plan, not mine. For real. For real, for real. Y'all don't even know. For real. This is not mine. This is God's plan. I know it is. So I continue to be committed to this because I feel that this is what needs to be done at this time. God does close doors and he opens doors. I learned that right away. I had so many opportunities to quit early in my recovery. From the fact that when I was in treatment, in prison, and Teen Challenge came through, And the Lord spoke to my heart and said, you need to go there. You need more than this. So I did 3 years in prison, and I was going to have 9-10 months in treatment when I got out, and I was ready to go to their long-term program. I filled it out. I was ready and I was willing. I filled out that program. They did not let me in that program. My counselor came back to me and said that they denied you. I was devastated. Looking back now, I talk about it, but I remember how crushed I was, that I wanted to change my life. And you didn't want me. I can't go there because of how bad I was in prison. It hurt. My counselor looked at me and she pointed at me and she said, God has a plan for your life. Have faith. And she gave me an assignment on fear. Guess what? I was accepted to Life Rebuilders within 24 hours. They told me that they would hold the bed for me. It was actually a better fit than Teen Challenge. Instead of having a resentment on God and Teen Challenge, I took that as God leading me the right way. Sometimes doors are closed that we thought for sure should have been opened. Have faith. God has a plan for you too. I'm living proof. Sherry's living proof. Holly's living proof. Eric is living proof. This brother right here, he's about to become a leader in the Against the Odds community. That's my guy right here, Eric. About to bring that to the table today. We're gonna go ahead and add this brother to our leadership team. And he is living proof. He's living proof. He was in them trenches with me. We got the same marks on our body. We got the same tattoos. God changed his life. God changed my life. We can relate with people from our past and those past decisions we made that other people can't relate with. When guys like me and Eric and Bill change our lives, we can get to the worst of the worst because we've been there. We were that. For real. For real, for real, for real, y'all. Good morning. We got 22 people on. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning, Susanna. Good morning to, let me see here. I already said good morning to Joy, a different Joy. Joy Wincheffel. Good morning, Joy. Good morning. Good morning. I'm glad you're here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do me a favor if you haven't. Share this live. Let's get this live shared. We're going a little longer today than normal, and that's perfectly fine. I don't think I have anything on my schedule, but I might have a phone call come in and I might have to go, but we'll see, man. I'm going to let go and let God. I'm going to sip my coffee and we're going to hang out for a little bit, right? I always cut out of here real quick. I'm going to hang out with you guys today. I shed a little bit of tears on this one. Was talking about, a buddy of mine that passed away who I really cared about. I did. And I still do. Because this stuff's real, y'all. This stuff's real. I ain't sitting back here making stuff up. We were out there. We lived it. We ain't got to BS you. I'm for real. I ain't proud of it. I talk about my past life. I keep it real with people, man. I was a piece of shit. I preyed on weak people. I committed crimes. I influenced violence. I influenced negativity. I influenced meth, death. I was consumed by that. Today, look at what God did. Today, look at what God did. Not only for me, look at what God did for everybody in these comments on this live. And if you don't feel that God's done something for you, he woke you up this morning. We have another chance to get it right. We got another chance to make better than we were yesterday. Ain't nobody perfect, y'all. We falling, we tripping. For real. We jumping over hurdles. We even jump off the road every now and again that we're supposed to be on, trying to take a shortcut. Hey, for real. Ultimately, when we self-reflect and we surrender our lives daily to God, our lives improve. Because we start to learn. We start to take away the control. We start to be at peace. We start to understand the things we can control and the things we cannot. We start to develop a fellowship among us. As you all see, we are developing one as we speak. This fellowship among us is what we are united in. It is the common denominator that each one of us has been through and persevered some of the toughest storms of our entire lives. And we are standing, living proof that we can make it out. We are here to show people the way. We are here to unite and to help other people. For real. To help other people. I say this a lot and I'll say it again. I started out changing my life because I didn't want to go to prison anymore. That was for me. Over time, as I continued to follow God's plan for my life and continue to do the work outlined in recovery, I have realized that now the roles have changed. I now recover out loud and share my story so no one has to die in silence. Now I practice what I preach to help other people. Now I share for other people to find hope. The lives we led before this were full of selfishness and self-centeredness, consumed by fear. Today, we are totally transformed. Yes, we're still selfish. It's in our nature. But guess what? Each day, I try to be selfless. Each day, I try to put someone else before me. Each day, I try to help someone else. My life continued to get better each day in recovery, that I continued to practice my selflessness. When I was in my head, when I'm in my head today, I need to quickly pray, and then quickly find someone to help. Because ultimately, if I'm in my head, I need to go help someone else. Lloyd made a comment. We're going to put it up. Lloyd, what's up, man? Appreciate you, man. Tuning in all the way in Canada. Lloyd says, since coming into recovery on December 7th of 2017, I've never relapsed. And one of the main reasons is listening to people like you, Phil, who tells me how bad it is still out there. That's right, because it is. We need to be reminded of that so we don't go back. Right? We don't have to live back there, though. No. Now, we use that to help other people. We have overcame that. We don't live in that. We're moving forward over here. We've turned our weakness into God's strength to help us overcome and to help us shine light for people that don't see any at all. I appreciate you guys tuning in to another Good Morning live with your boy, me, from Against the Odds. Definitely a pleasure. Definitely always a good time, even when the camera lighting is going techno on me. I don't know if you guys can even see that. I might have to get a new camera, but it's all good, man. It's all good. I appreciate you guys sharing this live. I appreciate you showing up. I appreciate us as a group, as a whole, how we are in unity, how we stick together and we help each other, how we support one another, how we encourage one another, how we love one another is a beautiful thing. I appreciate everything you're doing. I do want to encourage you guys to go out there and kill the day, right? Go out there and do your thing today. Make sure that you keep recovery in the forefront of your mind and keep God's will always, always in your compass. And go out there and make a difference today. Go out there and do something nice for somebody. Open a door for a stranger. Smile at someone that you wouldn't smile at. Do the drive-through difference. Do the drive-through difference. If you're in the coffee line, buy the person behind you's coffee. And don't be looking in the mirror either to see how many people are in there. No, I'm just kidding. You can't. I've done it. Hey, man, I had to look once. I was going to do the drive-through difference. I got it all in my heart. I wanted to buy that person behind me a coffee. What did Selfish Phil do? Oh, Selfish Phil looked in the rearview mirror to make sure there was not more than 2 people in there because he didn't want to buy 5 people coffee. He just wanted to buy 1 person. That's not how I did it, though. I bought whoever was in the car. It was a couple people. And the thing is when we do these things, not everybody can do these things. But when we do something nice for someone else and not expecting any results, it really makes ourselves feel good. It really does. There is a high in recovery that you can experience. It's a way better life. It's a way better life and a way better high than any of that other stuff. The results in recovery will keep you in here because it makes you feel good. It makes us feel good to help other people. It's in our nature to love one another. That's why when we do something nice for someone without expecting any results, that's why it makes us feel so good. Fruit of the Spirit. Good morning, Jamie. There she is. That's my girl right there. Jamie, keep it gangster, y'all. Jamie, keep it gangster. 24/7. She will drop a flame. She will drop the mic. Jamie is my girl. I appreciate you, Jamie. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for keeping it gangster with us and always keeping it real. That's whoa, we got There's my girl. Chrissy's here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It must be break time, huh? That's what's up. I stayed on here talking all through since 8:30. Now we're rolling past. We're at 9:35 now. We got people hitting their breaks, so we might have some people coming on. I know that all the most of the union workers in the construction trades are taking their break right now. They're 9:30 to 9:45 break. Y'all, if you know any of them construction workers, do me a favor, send them this live on their message, and let's say hello to them in their job site. Man, I'm just trying to have some fun this morning. That's really what it is. I was on here earlier shedding some tears, talking about how we're united, and that when we work together, we can be in recovery, right? We should be united and we should work together. We should bounce ideas off each other. Honestly, when we change our lives and we've been doing the wrong things for so long, even the simplest decisions can be difficult. Reach out to someone, reach out to me, reach out to someone in the Against the Odds community, reach out, bounce ideas off us. Because guess what? When we bounce ideas off one another, we learn from one another. Stop trying to do all this stuff on your own, man. We're here to help you. We're united. We're united in this thing. We share a common bond. And we're not here to judge you. We're here to help you. That's it. That we do recover, not I do recover. It don't work like that. We do recover. It ain't I do recover. It's we do recover. Because what happens is I recover and then I go out and help someone else to recover, and then it becomes a we thing, right? We got to, like I said before, you got to change for you. You got to change for you. And ultimately, when you start to change for you and start to do the work, you start to replace your self-centeredness with selflessness. Ultimately, can't do it alone. We do recover. We do recover. For real. Anyway, guys, I've been on here for about an hour, maybe a little more. I hope you guys got something out of this live this morning. We kind of went all over the place like I always do, but I always try to revert us back, bring us back, right? If you notice, I'll go off on a tangent and then I'll say, all right, remember, we're united. Remember, each one of our lives are linked to each one of each other's. We are like the survivors on a shipwreck, in a raft. We must work together to get to the shore safely. If I'm pulling on the raft this way and Sherry is pulling on the raft that way, and we're not in unison and we're not working together, the raft is going to turn in circles and we're never going to get to the shore. We have to collaborate with each other. We have to connect with each other, and we have to work together to get the raft that we're on safely to the shore. For real. God is amazing, Lisa. Good morning to Lisa. God is amazing. Hands up. Hallelujah. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. God is amazing. God is amazing. You guys are all amazing because I know each and every one of you, God has a plan for. Each and every one of you is amazing, regardless of where you are in life, regardless of the mistakes you've made in your past, regardless of the mistakes you made this morning. We love you. We want you to succeed. We want you to reach out for help when it's necessary. We are here for you. I am here for you. Understand when I make a post and I say I mean that. When I say I am here for you, I am here for you in any way that I can be. The people on this page, they're here for you too. You see it on the comments when you come on these lives in the morning. People look out for each other on here. We lift each other up. We care about each other. We know that if we don't stick together, we will die separately. We know that. We know that if we don't stick together, we will die separately. That's not what we want. I talked about a young man today, got teary-eyed. A friend of mine that didn't make it. That's why we do what we do today, because there are many people out there that didn't make it. So we stick together. We don't give up. We continue to fight for our lives, one day at a time. And we continue to fight for other people's lives that we don't even know when we stay in recovery each and every day. People look at each and every one of you. You ain't even got a clue of the people that are looking at you. People are proud of you. People are going to reach out to you. They're going to want you to help them. We're preparing. We are preparing for that. We are in preparation because we know that an opportunity will arise when we can help someone else. That's what's up, man. Turn that recovery all the way up. Turn it up. That's right. Turn it up. Turn it up. Yo, thank you. Thank you, guys. I wish I had an outro video. That way I could be like, all right, you guys, peace. Hit the outro video. Then I ain't got to sit here and say goodbye. Because saying goodbye is hard for me if you haven't noticed. I'll try to say goodbye to you guys, and then we'll stay on for another 20, 30 minutes. It is what it is, right? Oh, well. Man, I appreciate you guys. Yes, you do. Yes. Yes, Holly. Very much so. Very much so. Shout out to Lisa. Lisa is at Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge, I believe, in one of their she works for Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge. We want to give her a shout out today for going to work and being God's vessel. Thank you. Thank you for all that you're doing. Anybody in the recovery field as a recovery profession on this live, thank you guys for all that you do. You are very much appreciated. We need more people like you to step up and to help others. I appreciate that. I might need you to sing a song on that outro, bro. Let's get something together. Collaborate. We'll make it happen. I ain't even playing. For sure. Let's make something happen. We do an intro and an outro. Eric Grunden style. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for sharing this live. Thank you for supporting this page and its mission. I am grateful for each and every one of you. Your lives are special to me. Thank you for sharing a part of your journey with me. This is a blessing, and each one of you are bright spots in my life. I look forward to these lives every morning because I get to interact with each and every one of you. It is definitely a bright spot of my day. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you for letting me share. Peace.